and welcome back to Lyng District. I hope everybody's keeping safe and well. In this video I show how I've built the tunnel and the hillside and a bit of stationary work, and added some lights to the station. Hope you enjoy it. I have some questions I want to ask you about at the end, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the video. Right, so I've taken this off. It's now all dried, and I've been putting extra bits on just to create a bit of a hillside, like a valley. I'm going to create a road area that comes from here and comes down and around here and basically into the farmhouse area here. Then these will be fields, various bits and pieces. I've got a bigger farm area than I had before, so I'm looking forward to developing that. I'm just waiting for this all to set, and then I'm going to get some plaster on it. I'll probably cover it with plaster cloth and then see what it looks like after that. And while I'm doing the plaster cloth, I'm going to do these sides here to bring that down, because that'll be the rock face with front of the mine. And then I've also got to do a little bit of work on this side as well, just to shape it and fill it in, and obviously I can fill these gaps in here. So yeah, so it's work in progress, just waiting for everything to dry. At the same time then, I've one lot of vaccine has come today, so I've put that on, and then I've glued down those bits there, and they'll be covered in plaster cloth as well. So yeah, coming on day by day, bit by bit. So after covering the hill with plaster, I've just put some poster paints on. I started off just with a grey, different colours grey on the edges for the rock, but then I thought I'd work out where the grass and the tracks were going to go, and I've created a track that'll disappear around the back there up to the farm, and up to the main house and the workers' cottages, the barn, and the little machinery tractor storage shed. And then on this bit here, then I'll put trees at the back there, and along the edge there, and onto this bit here. There'll be trees surrounding that, and then all this where it's green will be grassed, where it's brown will be a mud track, and I put a little garden around the farm around this way, and hopefully that will fit then into that corner there. And I'll put the sky background on. That's where the scenic break is there, comes across where the tunnels will be, so hopefully that'll finish all that. So I'm now going to, as you can see, bit of a mess, I'll tidy all this up. It's 7:30 at night, so I'll get this all tidied up, and then I'll have to leave it for a couple of days, basically because we've got family things going on. So I'll come back in a couple of days and we'll see how we go. Take care now. Right, so more or less halfway through doing the farm bit. You can see that I've did a bit of wash on the sides there, created a little road up and a wall down the grass. It's still all wet, you can see the glue there. I've got to put some trees on yet, not finished yet. Move around, the track comes round up around the side there. Probably put a few trees in here and here, especially on this bit here where it's raised up into the farmhouse. I've blocked off the area. I'll probably put a garden thing here, workers' cottage, the barn, and the stone wall going up over. Then a bit of work, so I'll probably end up putting trees around the back of this bit here, although I've got to trim some of this back, and then back down to this. It's a smaller scene than the first farm I did, but it's getting there. And then when I get in position, I've got to do the cliff face down there and finish that off. So I've still got a fair bit of work, but I thought I'd give you a look at it halfway through rather than it just appearing out of nowhere. Yeah, the issue you got with this lot is, of course, you've got to wait for the glue to dry before you can actually move on to the next bit. But there you go. It's getting there. A few little repairs to do on all the old house, and chimney pots come off there. Might replace them too. Do a bit of painting on the cardboard edges and stuff. But yeah, it's getting there. And once I've got it in situ over there, then I can start building up the walls. So probably got another day or so on this. I've also done the grass bit over in the corner here, waiting for that to dry, and then I can start bushing up and putting trees in that, get some plants in there, and do the rock face. And then I've also been busy making up some more shelters for the station. We've got the chair waiting room there and just shelter. Still got some benches and stuff like that to put on, but that's ready now to fit down, so I'll probably get on with that while that lot is drying. Anyway, so far so good, and as you can see, my benches are a mess, but I'll tidy it all up. Right, see you in the next clip. So, nearly finished. I'd say about 90% there. I've now got the trees in, got some shrubbery around, still got some vehicles, animals and stuff like that to put on. Well, that's it in situ as it were. So you've got the tunnel entrances there. I've got to do some work on this bit here, and of course I've got to do this bit. So the idea is I'm going to create some sort of cliff face here with this polystyrene stuff, so that goes up, and then I'm just got to finish that bit down there. But yeah, I'm chuffed. It's getting there. So I'm quite pleased that road disappears off into the background, as if it's going around the back of the farm there, as it were. But yeah, very pleased with it so far. It's looking good. Just get all the animals and tractors and stuff on, put some flowers on, just keep adding to it bit by bit really. Main thing now is get this face done here, so I can carve that into a rock face, finish that off, and then the mine will go here. See you in a bit. Right, so I've made the sides, turn it to a bit like a quarry, or an abandoned quarry really. A few pieces I need to look at. That'll go around there like that, and there. So the mine will fit here now, and you'll be able to load up the wagons on that track there and take it away to the harbour. And then I've done this little bit here, this rock face here, which I'm waiting for the paint to dry now, and then I can add a lighter grey to it and a darker grey to that, put a wash on that like I normally do. And I've also done the highlights on that, so the next thing is get some trees in there to finish that bit off, I think. Yeah, that's all coming together. See you in a bit. So here we are, some still photographs for you of the finished article. Put the sheep and the cattle in, more trees, etc, etc. I've got a few bits of flowers going on, bits of vehicles, oil drums, etc. Cliff face is done. I'm quite happy with that. That looks good, pretty good. And it's just now a case of we'll have a little running session. Hope you enjoy. Well, I hope you got something from that. So questions, yes, I want some advice, ladies and gentlemen, of YouTube out there, enthusiasts. I've got a couple of questions. I'm just going to pick the camera up and turn you around. The main thing is the track. Do I start, in your opinion, just pick you up now, hang on, do I start to do the ballasting whilst I'm still doing the scenery? I'll explain, turn you around and I'll explain. Right, so as you can see, I've finished that corner. Now the track and far corner is done, is laid, is fixed, is working. Do I now ballast that while it's there before I do anything else, because it's the furthest point away on the track? So at least the outer rail and perhaps the second rail in, and that would go all the way around to the mouth of the tunnel here. I can reach the rest, that's not a problem, but this is a stretch, so I need to think about doing that. So the question is, do I start that now, and would you recommend that I did the ballasting all the way around now I know that the tracks are working? So there's the station bit to ballast, definitely, and up here. So that's what I need to know. Do I do the outer two rails, the ballasting, before I do anything else, or do I leave it all to the end when I've got models in the way and I'm leaning over? That's the question. Answers on a postcard below, that would be really good. I like some information, and then basically I'm cracking on. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.